I get the pleasure of introducing our next sponsor. A little backstory. Arthur Companies was one of Bushell's first customers way back in the day. And this guy that I'm going to introduce used to work for Arthur as the CFO. He has recently switched and is now working for Levridge. Levridge is one of Bushell's newest integrated ERPs. So the Arthur Companies and Levridge went live earlier this spring. And so happy to introduce John Melland, CEO of Levridge, for our next sponsor slot. Give him a round of applause. Thanks, John.
Thanks, Benny.
Thank you.
Thanks, Benny. Appreciate that. Hello, Bushel Buddies Conference. You know, this Civic Center really dresses up pretty nice. You guys have done a really good job. I'm really excited to be here again, be back at the conference, and I'm super excited to be able to be up on stage to talk to you guys. As Benny mentioned, I'm the CEO of Levridge. I joined Levridge last October, and prior to that, for the 11 years, I was the CFO of the Arthur Companies. I'm really excited to be up here on stage because, like you, I was in the audience sitting there the last 3 conferences, and I was really excited about all these innovative ideas that Bushel was bringing. You know, it was fun to hear Jake talk about what's next, you know, payments, wallet, trade, make offer, you know, just sitting in the audience thinking about all the things of the future, the innovative ideas that Bushel was bringing. And I was also thinking beyond that, all the other tools that we as the Arthur Company were investing in, tools that connected into our accounting system. You know, what were we going to do with advanced reporting, Power BI, analytics? You know, how are we going to, you know, invest in tools that we're going to take our manual paper processes and digitize them and get them into our accounting ERP system? And as excited as I was sitting there listening to that, I was concerned. I was really, really concerned, probably like you are about how am I going to connect all of these great tech, innovative tools into my accounting system that was 25 years old, not changing, with no thought to the future. And it was concerning. As excited as I was about all these tools, it's concerning to think about the backbone of your business being 25 years old with no thought to the future. And so we spent some time thinking about that and looking at the industry, the software industry, thinking about, okay, you know, how are we going to grow our business for the future? What's the next 20 years look like? How do we look forward 20 years instead of back 20 years? Problem is that our accounting software that we were on didn't have a plan. You know, we kept asking, when are you going to move to the cloud? What are you going to do about security? You know, cybersecurity is a huge thing. So we started looking elsewhere, and we got more of the same. Okay, a lot of legacy systems out there. They do a good job what they do, but not a forward-thinking look towards the future until we found Levridge. So here I am up on stage now through a series of events that I'd be happy to tell you about at the break if you want to visit our booth. I find myself up here not as the CFO of the Arthur Companies that just went live on Levridge, but as the CEO of Levridge, leading the team to bring you the next generation of accounting ERP. I think it's fitting that I'm following the speaker, Vance, that was talking about living on the edge of chaos. You want to change and live on the edge of chaos? Change your accounting system. You'll get a healthy dose of both. You know, it's really important. I'm super excited to talk about Levridge. I'm super excited to be here. Levridge is built on top of Microsoft Dynamics 365. We've made a strategic bet that we're going to be building on top of a platform that's got hundreds of millions of dollars invested into it. We're building the commodity accounting, the egg sales, functionality, the industry-specific needs that you need on top of a platform that's got access to all of the Microsoft tech stack. Power Platform, Power Apps. You want advanced reporting with Power BI. It's all available to be connected through Microsoft tech stack. AI, you can't go to conferences and not talk about AI. We talked a little bit about AI earlier today. I think there's going to be some more talk about AI later on. Microsoft's making a huge bet, along with others, on Copilot and AI. Think about your accounting software right now. Are they thinking about what the next 10 years brings? How AI is going to fit into that? I doubt it. But we are, and that's what I'm excited to be here to sponsor this event, to partner with Bushel. Thank you guys for having me. We're back right as you walk out the doors. You can't miss us. Feel free to come and talk. I'd love to tell you a little bit about my story, transitioning from taking a business, transitioning their ERP software to now leading that same team. I appreciate you guys. Thanks. Have a great Buddy Seat conference, and we'll see ya. Thanks.